Hello everyone, I am Bradley Sward, Associate Professor of Computer and Information Science at the College of DuPage, Glen Ellyn, Illinois, and this video today is the 2021 Advent of Code Day 8, only Part 1. So Part 2, if I do find a solution in the short term, I will send this thing out, but Part 1 is the only part I have complete right now, and it's a pretty challenging problem if it's already half an hour into the problem and only about 500 people. Let's see, only about 500 people, 518 people at this exact moment have solved it over a half hour in. And I guess I'm one of the lucky 8,400 or 8,500 who have solved at least part one. Because part one, to me, is pretty straightforward. So here is the problem. That's not it. You don't care about the Irvine Library motivation. You care about this guy right here. So I get my data set. Here is the data that's coming in. And the problem is basically trying to figure out if, which combinations of these things end up being which characters. If I end up with this data turning on and off and all sorts of crazy nonsense, these are the 4 digits I get and stuff like that. And right now, all this, for part 1, all this is irrelevant. All I care about is this. And all I care about, looking at the problem and looking at the way the 7 segments come out. I'm trying to get this over here to you guys. There you go. Seeing this here, so you can see, okay, that they were saying like there are unique numbers. So digits 1, 4, 7, and 8 are unique in that the 1 has only 2 of the segments, the 7 has only 3, the 4 has 4. And the 8 has 7, and the others, the 2, 3, and 5 have 5 segments, and the 0, 6, and 9 have 6 segments, which plays into the complexity of what's going to go on next time around. So here's the data set. So I look at this, and I'm basically just going through and just saying, how many of these things, once I parse the data, how many of these things have those numbers? And that's it. I know this is complicated, and I probably don't even need to do all of this. But for my data set, I say, okay, get me the right-hand side, strip off the new line character, split this thing by the pipe symbol, get me the second element, give me the element on the right, take out all the spaces, and for some reason there's still like an empty character, so just get me everything past that empty character, put it into data, and keep on reading and reading and reading and reading and reading until I get that. And then I guess I can just print this out, and I'm extending it just so I can put it into one single list. Because for part 1, because I didn't know what part 2 was when I was doing this, obviously, that it didn't really much matter. I just wanted to make this easy on myself and get this into a single list, not a list of lists or anything like that. I just wanted to keep it simple. And then I'm just going through and saying for every element, if that string that's in there, I didn't make it into it's just a string of characters. If it's got 2, 3, 4, 7 characters in it, total it up, and then just go ahead and print it out at the end of the day. And this is what you get. And so there it says, here are all of the individual elements, and I go through and you get 412, and that is the solution to my part 1 of the problem, 412, and you can see that I am not complete with that yet. And at this moment in time, again, only 600 people. This is either people have really given up on this one and didn't even start and try, because at first it looked so because there's a lot going on in the description of this problem. There's just a lot going on, but at least for part 1, you can go, oh, I can cut this down pretty easily. And it's just a matter now of figuring out which, for these guys, which ones are which, and calling it a day. So thanks for everybody sticking it out. I hope to have part 2 done. I am not going to bust my butt for this tonight, but I'll think about it. I'll probably go to bed thinking about it, but hopefully I'll have an answer. And if not, it's okay. That's what the part of this fun is that I don't have to do this. I don't have to solve every single problem. I can come back tomorrow fresh, but this one's challenging, and I do want to get it. I love a challenge, and I figure I can get this thing going if I just think it out. Well, anyway, I'm going to stop babbling, and I'm going to get going. And have a great day, everybody. Take care. I hope to see you next time or another video. And please comment below if there's anything that you can help me with or anything that I misspoke about. All right, go. Bye, guys. Take care.